if we take a look at m and rationalize that denominator, you notice we have a number and a radical underneath in our denominator. You only have to rationalize the radical. So you don't have to multiply by 2, you just need to multiply by radical 3 to get rid of it. Okay, so when we do that, we have radical 2 times radical 3, which is radical 6. And then in the denominator, we have 2. Radical 3 times radical 3 is radical 9. We can't simplify the numerator, so let's see how we can simplify the denominator. 9's a perfect square, and this is like saying 2 times radical 9, so this is 2 times 3, because the square root of 9 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. We can't simplify anything else. Again, the 6's don't cancel. One's underneath the radical, the other one isn't, so we are done. If we take a look at n, again, I like to give each radical their own little home here. Then multiply top and bottom by the radical to get rid of it. And then we're left with 140 over radical 140 over, again, using that shortcut, or you can do the long-handed way. Radical 7 times radical 7 is radical 49, and the square root of 49 is 7. See how you can simplify your numerator. The largest perfect square, that can go into 140, I believe, is 4. I think it can go in 35 times. Yep. This becomes 4 times 35. The square root of 4 is 2. The 35 is not a perfect square, so it stays. So in our numerator, we now have 2 radical 35. The 7 doesn't simplify with the 35. One's underneath the radical, the other one isn't. 2 over 7 is already in simplest form, so we are done. For this video, multiply the top and bottom by the radical. In the numerator, we're left with negative 3 radical 12. In the denominator, again, radical 12 times radical 12 is just 12. And when you multiply the same radical, it just cancels out. See how you can simplify the numerator. See how we can simplify this radical. So off to the side, I have negative 3 times radical 12. The largest perfect square that can go into 12 is 4, and it can go in 3 times. So I'll write this a little bit bigger. I'll write it over here up top. So negative 3 times radical 12. The largest perfect square that can go into 12 is 4, and it can go in 3 times. The square root of 4 is 2, and I'm left with a radical 3. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Tack on the radical. So, and my new numerator is now negative 6 radical 3 all over 12. Then see, how can I simplify my fraction? When we simplify the fraction, negative 6 over 12 becomes negative 1/2, and the radical 3 is in the denominator. So you can leave it like that, or you can just put negative 3 over 2. Either way, it is fine. There we go.